Welcome to this week's Greyhound View. We head to Harold's Cross for the final of the Keepack 2920 525. We meet Greyhound owner Chandre Monerawela. Plus we see how the Irish fared in the third round heats of the English Derby. But first we take a look at the finals of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup from Shelbourne Park.
We're in Shelbourne Park this evening for the conclusion of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup Series. We have 3 finals over 350 yards, 525 yards and 750 yards. The favourite in the 350 will be New Line Rose, bidding to recapture the title that she won almost 12 months ago. In the 525, Axel Grease will be a short price favourite, and in the finale, over 750 yards, Last Penny Lady will be a hot favourite. Let's take a look at the runners for the Red Mills Breeders' Cup Sprint.
There's number 1, Apple Lily, owned and trained by Margaret Rogers from County Kerry, a daughter of Million% and Apple Tower. Number 2 is the defending champion, New Line Rose. This one a daughter of Stapler's Joe and Highstead Rose, owned by Nora O'Brien from Calais and trained by Michael O'Donovan. 3 is Butterbridge Viv. This one is owned and trained by Diarmid Lynch from Belgooly, and Butterbridge Viv is a daughter of Deep Decision and Senehill Trade. And there we see number 4, Ballyvacoke Lady. This one is owned by County Limerick man John Murphy, trained by David Kennedy, and Ballyvacoke Lady, a daughter of Larkhill Joe and Crossley Spark. Go Queen Go in 5, the first of 2 wide seeds. This one is owned by the Dublin-based Ranger Syndicate, trained by Jerry Hullion, and Go Queen Go, a daughter of Stapler's Joe and Queen Maeve. And finally number 6, the second wide seed. This is Moonrow Diamond, who's owned and trained by Jim Frisbee from County Kilkenny, and Moonrow Diamond, a bitch by Aragal Phantom out of Popalong Miss. The bell sounds then for the final of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 350. The runners in 1 is Apple Lily, 2 is New Line Rose, 3 is Butterbridge Viv, in 4 Ballyvacoke Lady, 5 is Go Queen Go, and on the outside in 6, Moonrow Diamond. Off they go, fairly level break in the centre. It's number 2, New Line Rose, being pressed on the outside by 4 Ballyvacoke Lady. 5 Go Queen Go is also bang there as they head into the turn, but New Line Rose now goes on a couple of lengths clear of Ballyvacoke Lady. Back in third is Apple Lily as they straighten up for home. New Line Rose pressed on the inside by Ballyvacoke Lady. New Line Rose wins it again from in second place, number 4 Ballyvacoke Lady. Back in third is number 5 Go Queen Go. And so the result of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 350 final: a win for number 2 New Line Rose, second number 4 Ballyvacoke Lady, and in third number 5 Go Queen Go. The winning time 18:97.
Well, I'm with Nora and Donald O'Brien, the owners of New Line Rose. She's defended her crown in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. You must be delighted with the bit.
Delighted. She's very good.
She came out of traps flying tonight and had the inside line.
She ran well, yeah. But thanks to Michael O'Donovan, he did a great job.
Where did you get the bitch?
I got the bitch from John O'Connor down in Ring. Thought it was a puppy. So, we're delighted with the purchase.
She's given you nothing but sport.
Great, we're delighted.
Might be back next year.
Well, you never know. We go for the sport and price now, we take a chance. There'll be good runs in there, but what happens?
It'll be hard to lead anyway.
Well, we'll have a go in.
So back for the Oaks anyway.
Oh, back for the Oaks.
Now we have the parade for the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 525 final. Now we have number 1 Lemon Mandy. This is the reserve. This one is owned by Tom Lennon from County Kilkenny, trained by Tom, a daughter of Roanoke and Lemon Holly. Number 2 is Cider Susie. This one is owned and trained by Enda Glennon and Mandy Knox from County Kilkenny. Cider Susie, a daughter of Trade Official and Aranock Girl. Number 3 is the hot favourite, Axel Grease, owned by Larry Dunn from County Louth, trained by Oliver Bray, a daughter of Top Honcho and Feast Chance, and an easy winner of her semi-final. Number 4 is Alan Band, winner of the other semi-final. This one is owned and trained by Peter Comerford and Tony Moore from County Kildare, and Alan Band, a daughter, I should say, of Top Honcho and My Sadie. Number 5 is Done Silly Game, the first of 2 wide seeds for this final, owned and trained by Mr. J. Kerr from Ballymena, a daughter of Broken Quest and Potato Ranger. And finally we come to number 6, Cool Stride, perfectly drawn on the outside, owned by Michael Finneran from Athleague, trained by Edward Dunn, and Cool Stride is a daughter of Larkhill Joe and Cool Survivor. The bell sounds for the final of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 525. The runners once again. In 1 is the reserve Lemon Mandy, 2 is Cider Susie. In 3, the red hot favourite Axel Grease. 4 is Alan Band. 5, Done Silly Game. And on the outside in the stripes, Cool Stride. Off we go then, and in the centre, number 3, Axel Grease, just stumbled leaving the traps and is headed into the turn by Cider Susie, and in the inside, Lemon Mandy. The 3 go around in line with a couple of lengths back to in 4th place, Done Silly Game. Down the far side now, Axel Grease goes to the front, a couple of lengths clear of in 2nd place, Lemon Mandy. Back in 3rd is Cider Susie as they head into the second last turn. It's Axel Grease now going on from Lemon Mandy in 2nd. They're clear of Cider Susie as they head into the home straight, and it's Axel Grease who's staying on strongly out in front, pressed again on the outside by Lemon Mandy, but Axel Grease wins it. In 2nd place, Lemon Mandy, and in 3rd on the outside looked to be number 6, Cool Stride. And so the result of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 525 final: a win for number 3, Axel Grease, 2nd number 1, Lemon Mandy, and in 3rd number 6, Cool Stride. The winning time 28.99.
Well, and with the scourge of the bookmakers here at Shelbourne Park, Larry Dunn, well-known punter, also Greyhound owner of Axel Grease. You must be delighted with the bitch.
Oh, absolutely delighted with her, delighted the way she ran. I thought we were big going to the bend when she stumbled going to the bend. She showed real class going down the back. Absolutely delighted with her, delighted with her.
You had a few quid in her, I'm sure.
Yeah, small bet. Didn't like right at the middle of them, just a small bet.
Next target?
Hopefully it will stay ascending. We'll go for the Puppy Oaks. And I'll have to talk to Ollie and make sure that she's all right, and we'll take it from there. But ultimately, I suppose the Oaks.
Very good friend of yours reared the bitch, I believe.
Yeah, there's a guy, Vincent Brannigan. He's a good friend of mine. He works with Frank Finnegan there, and he reared the bitch till she was 13 or 14 months old and gave her a few trials, and he sold her to me then, and I won't say what he sold her for, but he got loads for her anyway. And but he's as delighted as I am.
He obviously did a good job.
Oh yeah, very good. And every time she goes over to see her, yeah, she knocks him down.
And now Ollie's doing a good job.
Yeah, good man. Can't get any better than Ollie Bray.
So we'll see you at the Puppy Oaks, Larry.
With the help of God.
And so we come now to the parade for the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 750 final. And there we have number 1, She's Talent, owned and trained by Eugene O'Neill from County Tyrone. And this bitch by Top Honcho out of Pacific Talent. Number 2 is Ballantran Gold, winner of her semi-final. This one is owned by the Borderline Syndicate from County Kilkenny, trained by Damien Quigley, and this one a daughter of Tom's the Best and Ballantran Lady. 3 is Dalcash Cathy, not ideally drawn. This one is owned by Michael Mead from County Clare, trained by Brian Madigan, and a bitch by Split the Bill out of Dalcash Visa, chased home Last Penny Lady in the semi-final. 4 is Blackrock Border, owned and trained by Noel Germain and Jim Gagan from Dublin, and Blackrock Border, a daughter of Spiral Nikita and Buddy's Lisa. 5 is the odds-on favourite Last Penny Lady, owned by Mr. Fennick from Northumberland, trained by Liam O'Callaghan, the first of 2 wide seeds. Last Penny Lady, a daughter of Roanoke and Lid Pal Cassie. And finally, number 6, Sarge's Cookie, who's owned and trained by Phyllis Monaghan in Dublin. Sarge's Cookie, a daughter of He Knows and Active Vixen, has 8.5 lengths to find with Ballantran Gold on the semi-final run. Here on its way then for the final of the Red Mills Breeders' Cup 750, and the runners are once again: in 1, She's Talent, 2 is Ballantran Gold, 3 is Dalcash Cathy, 4 is Blackrock Border, in 5 the red hot favourite Last Penny Lady, and in 6 on the outside Sarge's Cookie. Away they go, and in 4 Blackrock Border got a flyer, took a couple of lengths out of the field, but now Last Penny Lady moves up to challenge and has taken it up from in 2nd place Blackrock Border. Back in 3rd then She's Talent, and they're being followed on the outside by Sarge's Cookie, racing up past the judge for the first time, and the favourite is already some 4 lengths clear of her rivals. Last Penny Lady chased in 2nd place by Blackrock Border. Staying on the outside is Sarge's Cookie, and then comes Dalcash Cathy, but they're really going to have to go to catch this one. Last Penny Lady way out in front of in 2nd place Dalcash Cathy, now just cutting into the lead. Back in 3rd is Sarge's Cookie, and they're being followed by Blackrock Border, but it's Last Penny Lady who hasn't been challenged from an early stage, straightening up for home, 6 lengths clear, racing up towards the line. An easy victory for the favourite. Last Penny Lady wins it in great style from in 2nd place Dalcash Cathy. Back in 3rd was Ballantran Gold. Well, those who took the odds on didn't have many worries. It's an easy victory for number 5 Last Penny Lady, 2nd is number 3 Dalcash Cathy, and 3rd was number 2 Ballantran Gold. The winning time 42.09.
In last year's Breeders' Cup 750, Last Penny Lady lost out to the brilliant Making Mary. Not this year. Liam O'Callaghan, trainer. You must be delighted with the bitch.
Delighted, she ran brilliant. Bit of consolation for last year. she deserved it really.
She made a moderate enough start, but she had the pace to get up there quick enough.
Yeah, she's a terrible wide runner, but when she got on the outside of them, she had more pace than anyone.
And the time was there.
It was just second best this year. I think she did the best as well around here, so she deserves it, I suppose.
Where's next for the Michelin?
I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know.
Perhaps
keep inviting the good ones.
I don't know. I think you might have to take them on.
Well, we will now. She's prepared now. So she ran well. She represented Cork, and it's nice to see something coming out of there wearing.
She'll be kept over 6 pins, I gather.
Presume, yeah. She's best at that. Although she's 28-17 or 55, but she's best at the distance.
Once again, well done, Liam.
Thanks very much, Ian.
That's it from Shelbourne Park. It certainly was a night for favourite backers. New Line Road scored first in the sprint, then Axel Grease, and last but not least, Last Penny Lady. And news from Cork, Mega Delight made it 15 wins from 15 races. She recorded a brilliant 38.64, equalling the national record set last week by Blue Boomer, but he wasn't to be outdone. He went out and did 38.61, breaking his own record.
Join us in part 2 for a look behind the scenes, the Keepack 29-20 final and heats of the English Derby.
Well, due to the inclement weather conditions here at Harold's Cross, the finalists for the Keepack 29-25-25 making the way straight to traps. In trap 1 we see Top Chill, trained by Carmel Finnegan and owned by Owen Duffy in Louth. This is a son of Top Honcho and Chill Out Olive, a litter brother to Produce Stakes winner Give and Go. In 2, 10 Honchos, trained by Tony Fahy in Portumna, this owned by the TG Syndicate in Dublin, and this a son of Frisbee Flashing and My Satine. Wearing the white jacket, Desi's Joy, trained by Mary Buggy, this daughter of Split the Bill and Desi's Pride, is owned by Des Fitzgerald and Bill Slattery. Trap 4 is Brewer's Turn, owned and trained by Lark Kinsella in Dublin, this a son of Spar Nikita and Bray Breeze. And Trap 5, Dalcash Rocket, trained by Brian Madigan and owned by Thomas Sneed and Brian in Dublin, this a son of Shanda Slippy and Dalcash Viva. In Trap 6, completing the field, Colonial Buddy, owned and trained by M. Heaton and Colin Johnson in Offaly, this is son of Argal Buddy and Sunray Whisper. The rain continues to pour here at Harold's Cross, but the hare now on the way for the final of the Keepack 29-25-25. The favourite here, number 1, Top Chill at 6-4. In trap order, 1, Top Chill, 2, 10 Honchos, 3, Desi's Joy, 4, Brewer's Turn, 5, Dalcash Rocket, and 6, Colonial Buddy. And away they go. And first to show is number 3, Desi's Joy. In second now, number 4, Brewer's Turn. And further in, number 2, 10 Honchos around the opening corner. And number 3 leads. That's Desi's Joy. Close now is number 4, Brewer's Turn, who strikes the front down the back straight. Back in third, 10 Honchos. The rest are out of it. But into the third corner, number 4, Brewer's Turn leads. From number 3, Desi's Joy, a further gap to number 2, 10 Honchos. But number 4, Brewer's Turn has struck for home. It's got about 4 clear of number 3, Desi's Joy, a further gap to 10 Honchos. But up the home straight, number 4, Brewer's Turn, a comfortable winner. Second, number 2, 10 Honchos, and third running on, number 1, Top Chill. The winning time, 29.93. And the result of the Keepack 29-25-25, the winner was number 4, Brewer's Turn. Second, number 2, 10 Honchos, and third, the favourite, Top Chill. The winning time, 29.93. Well, Lark Kinsella, winning owner, Brewer's Turn. Did you proud tonight?
Oh, very good, yeah. We entered him. His original thing was this stake, and he got knocked out in the first round. Unfortunately, that hit him at the first bend, and we were lucky enough to get back in the semi-final. Dog withdrew, so we're very pleased. It was always his objective, like, to try him in this.
I guess you could say he was the best swimmer on the night.
best dog on the night.
You must have been delighted seeing him go around in second at the opening corner.
Absolutely, yeah. He's not a bad little dog now, He's not too bad.
And what about his mother? She's thrown some winners for you?
Oh, she is, yeah. We still have her, and she has a litter now. They're 15 months old to Chart King, and she's another litter to Cool Performance.
Do you have any idea how many winners she's thrown?
Oh heavens! I wouldn't have a clue. I think it's well over 100 anyway. The first litter and the second litter, well over 100. I don't know how many it is now.
Well, we wish you
plenty. Still winning.
We wish you plenty of success in the future, Larry.
Thank you very much.
Chandre Monerawela is a long way from his original home of Sri Lanka, but it's unlikely he would have been able to indulge in his love of greyhounds as much as he has here in Ireland.
I came to Northern Ireland as a student in 1956, and my parents always said dogs, German Shepherds and Retrievers, and I wanted one, so I got a German Shepherd. And then a friend of my wife's father gave me a Greyhound as a racing dog. He said you can make money with this, and the dog couldn't run, but he still ran at Celtic Park. I don't think he ever won a race. I bought a good bitch bred by Printers, Prince and Pineapple Baby in 1966, I think. And as I told you, there was a portrait of her there, and people in Belfast still remember her because she had a unique habit of being something like the late. She used to drop herself out, and then she knew the line. And I raced her till she was 6 years old, and she's buried here. She died at 13, I think, passed away. So we have her here. I think somewhere around here in this field she's buried. My latest litter I have is from a bitch called Erin's Delight that raced the last 2 or 3 years around Shelbourne Park. She won 2 or 3 minor trophies for me around Shelbourne Park, gave me great delight. And I've litter of pups bred to Frisbee Flashing, as you've seen them there. They're there now, so that's hopefully in 2003 we'll be racing them. So I never count my dogs, but I think I'm very superstitious. But something goes wrong if you count your dogs. I never count them, I just keep them, look after them, feed them. I just enjoy the game. We start at about 6:30 in the morning, and we go on to about 10 o'clock every morning. All dogs are taken, walked. We have our walking machines for the racing dogs, but even the older dogs, on a wet day, they're put in the walking machine. And once exercised, once they're well fed, all they look for the next meal. The dogs know at 6 o'clock that sometimes somebody's going racing, then they all start howling, want to go out. But they need exercise, and there's a park not very far from me, and we have few vans. We take 4 to 8 dogs at a time, and we start at 6:30, and we just keep them happy. The dogs that are 12 and 13 year old, I mean, I bred them. My wife actually was there when they're born, and we have absolutely no intention of putting them to sleep. I mean, maybe they'll never get to a track. Maybe they're not good enough. But they're like kids to us. There are a lot of people in Ireland who love their dogs, and they have them. Others, that is a commercial business to them, so they got to sell on. Everybody that breeds a dog, from the time they're born, have one ambition: to win the Derby, to win the Oaks, to win everything. But then the dream is a dream. If you're not a dreamer, you won't be in this game. You have to dream.
The shocks came thick and fast at Wimbledon on Saturday night as 2 of Ireland's best hopes for English Derby success saw their challenge grind to a halt. First to bite the dust was the Mick O'Donnell and Martin Small-owned Flashing Moment in the opening heat. Racing in the red jacket, everything looked to be going to plan for a moment, but then disaster struck.
So the runners all in then for the first heat of round 3 of the William Hill Greyhound Derby. And at the moment, Flashing Moment in trap 1, showing favourite at 5-4. 6-4, Dove Soldier in trap 4 for trainer Linda Jones. These are the big 2 in the race. After this, it's 5-1, Crack Him Out in trap 2 for Brian Clementon, and Jimmy Gibson's Pilot Alert showing at 5-1 as well. Here comes the bunny. They're off and racing up towards the first bend, and a great start here from 4 Dove Soldier, showing pace up, and also on the inside Flashing Moment. There's 1 Flashing Moment that's going to go round in front. Dove Soldier took a knock, and moving in a second comes 3 Pilot Alert. So it's Flashing Moment in front from Pilot Alert, then comes Dove Soldier. They've broken clear from 2, Crack Him Out. They come down towards the second last bend, and Flashing Moment's been taken on. Oh, front, Dove Soldier finds trouble there. Moving on the outside is trap 3, Pilot Alert. As they come off the final bend, it's anyone's race. Coming around the outside is Crack Him Out in trap 2, and Crack Him Out gets there from trap 3. Pilot Alert in second, and it's close for third. So trap 2, Crack Him Out, coming from off the pace for trainer Brian Clementon, landing the first heat of the 3rd round of the William Hill Greyhound Derby.
Indeed, the shock elimination of Flashing Moment was to set the trend for the rest of the evening. A number of well-fancied runners went crashing out, including Ninja Ace, Ace Honcho, Dove Soldier and Malbay Trustee. However, Heat 6 was proved profitable for the Irish, with the Joe Hurley trained Star Ambition and the Paul Hennessy trained Fast Fitzpaquita filling the first 2 places.
Well, the runners going in then for Heat 6 of the Greyhound Derby, and Fast Fitzpaquita for Paul Hennessy is the 11-10 favourite at the moment on the boards. Next best is Star Ambition, another one of the Irish Raiders, trained by Joseph Hurley, showing at 3-1. And they're off and racing up towards the first bend, and a good start here from 6 Fast Fit Spakita, but better pace coming now from 4 Star Ambition. That goes round in front. And moves off a little bit as well as they head down the far side. It's trap 4. Star Ambition leading at this point. From racing in second place comes trap 5. That's packed them in half. These come 6 Fast Fit Spakita. They come round the second last bend, and it's still 4 Star Ambition in front, and going 3 lengths clear at the moment from 6 Fast Fit Spakita. Off in chase up towards the winning line, and Star Ambition being taken on by Fast Fit Spakita, and it's Star Ambition winning. Photograph for second place in the end between trap 6 Fast Fit Spakita, Liam Chabang.
The signs were now better for Ireland, but then came the big clash in the final heat. Rapid Ranger bidding to create history by winning his 3rd English Derby in a row versus Ireland's Scottish Derby winner Priceless Rebel. Nobody that made the journey to Wimbledon could have expected what was to follow.
They're all in the traps then for the last heat of the night. Heat 8, Rapid Ranger is showing at 5-4, 2-1 Priceless Rebel. It is 4-1 Droopy's Corleone, 8-1 Magnum Int. Alan Gift trading at 5-1 at the bottom there, trap 6, and 41 Droopy's Candice. They're off and running and racing up towards the first bend. Alan Gift in 6, showing good pace up with Rapid Ranger in 1. So go around the first couple of bends. It's Rapid Ranger getting round here from 5 in second. Droopy's Corleone. On the outside comes trap 6, Alan Gift. Oh my word! As they head down the far side, it's trap 5. Droopy's Corleone in front at the moment from 6, Alan's Gift. After these comes 3, that's Magnum Int. They come round the final bend, and Droopy's Corleone out in front. Alan Gift on the outside, 3 switching to the inside, Magnum Int. It's going to be mighty tight between, oh my word, it's gone to a photo between 5, Droopy's Corleone and trap 3.
Without doubt, a disaster for favourite backers. The main hope of Ireland and England both crashing out in the same heat. That leaves us with one of the most open English derbies in history. But with Star Ambition and Fast Fit Spakita still there representing Ireland, we won't give up hope just yet.
Time to look at the fixtures now, and on Friday at Harold's Cross it's a second round of the Chasing the Dragon 525. Then on Saturday at Shelbourne Park, the first round of the Olympic Bead Puppy Oaks. It's the semi-finals of the Red Mills Guineas at Waterford, and at Cork the final of the Barry's T700. Then on to Sunday at Kilkenny, it's the second round of the Red Mills Champion Unraced. Join us next week when we head to Cork for the final of the Barry's T700, and then on to Wimbledon for the semi-finals of the William Hill English Derby. For further information on Irish Greyhound racing ownership and syndication, visit our website at www.igb.ie or email us at admin@igb.ie.